Listen to me, not with your ears, but with the part of you that has been trembling in silence. Because before you even pressed play, your spirit already knew something wasn't right. You felt an unrest you couldn't explain, a pressure you didn't choose, a heaviness you tried to ignore, a fear you didn't want to admit. And God says, this is not your imagination. This is a movement in the unseen. You've been waking up with questions you don't speak out loud. You've been carrying a weight you didn't tell anyone about. You've been trying to stand strong while your soul whispers, I'm tired. Something is coming. Something is shifting. Something is touching me where I am weakest. And the truth is, it is. There are battles you don't see forming around you. There are attacks being shaped in silence. There are intentions aimed at what you love. There are words spoken behind your back. There are traps prepared in moments you haven't lived yet. And God brought you here because He saw what you didn't. He saw the lie forming before it reached your ear. He saw the disappointment walking toward your heart. He saw the confusion trying to settle in your mind. He saw the enemy circling your peace, waiting for one unguarded morning, and He refused to let you walk into this day blind. There is something happening in the invisible that wants access to you. You feel it in the tightening of your chest. You feel it in the sudden moments of sadness. You feel it in the way certain thoughts visit you when you're alone. You feel it in the fear that shows up without explanation. This is not weakness. It is discernment. It is heaven alerting your soul. If you don't pray now, what is moving will reach you. God is speaking directly to the part of you that's been wounded, anxious, stretched, exhausted. The part that cries in silence. The part that pretends to be strong. The part that carries too much and asks for too little. The part that wants to believe everything is fine, but knows something is shifting. You didn't get here by chance. You were pulled here, drawn here, stopped here. Because God is interrupting the enemy's timeline, stopping the attack before it fully forms, revealing the danger before it touches your home, your peace, your heart, your family. He is saying, I know what you feel, even when you don't have the words. I saw what threatened you before you saw the signs. And I brought you to this prayer to protect what you cannot protect alone. So breathe. Don't rush. Don't run from this moment. Lord, before I speak a single word, you already know the weight that has been resting on my chest. You know the thoughts I swallow because I don't know how to express them. You know the fears I avoid because naming them makes them feel real. You know the disappointments I hide even from myself. You know the exhaustion that doesn't come from the body, but from the soul. Father, there are wounds that never bled on the surface, but bleed inside me every day. There are nights when my mind doesn't rest, even when my eyes are closed. There are mornings when I rise, but something in me still feels collapsed. There are memories I pretend no longer affect me, yet they echo in moments I least expect. There are battles I fight internally while acting strong externally so no one perceives the cracks. But you perceive them all. You saw the exact moment my heart grew quiet because it didn't know how to ask for help. You saw the tear that didn't fall but burned inside. You saw the smile that hit a storm. You saw the moment my hope trembled and I said nothing. You saw the day when a simple comment wounded more than anyone realized. You saw the prayer I wanted to pray but couldn't form. Lord, I need your presence in the rooms of my soul where even I hesitate to enter. Walk into the corridors I avoid. Open the doors I locked out of fear. Sit with me in the places where I pretend to be fine. Touch the parts of me that never healed correctly. Reveal the corners of my heart where disappointment settled quietly. Because, Father, pretending has become a habit and healing has become overdue. I give you permission now to confront what I buried under responsibility, routine, and silence. I give you access to the pain I minimized, the fears I dismissed, the wounds I normalized. I give you the right to rearrange the emotions I've been trying to control alone. Speak into the tension I carry in my spirit. Speak into the confusion that sits beneath my calm. Speak into the longing that I silence to avoid being vulnerable. Speak into the emptiness I fill with noise so I don't have to acknowledge it. Lord, I need your voice where my own voice trembles. I need your clarity where my thoughts wander. I need your strength on the days I pretend to be strong. I need your healing in the places I'm afraid to touch. And above all, I need to feel that I am not alone in the battles no one sees. Stay with me here, Father. Do not rush this moment. Do not leave this room of my soul until everything that has been hidden finally breathes again. Lord, bring your light into the places I never questioned. Illuminate the movements that happened quietly inside me while I was focused on surviving the day. Reveal the spiritual noise that disguised itself as ordinary emotions. Expose the invisible pressure that I thought was simply a bad moment, but was actually a strategy forming in the dark. Father, the enemy does not choose obvious paths. He enters through the doorway of a memory I avoided. He breathes into the spaces where I feel uncertain. He waits for moments when my heart is already tired. He plants thoughts that sound almost true so that I won't resist them. He shapes feelings that imitate my own voice so that I won't suspect him. He magnifies a fear that was small until it feels overwhelming. And I didn't discern it, Lord. I treated spiritual warfare as emotional instability. I blamed myself for battles that didn't originate in my mind. I carried burdens that were never mine to carry. I accepted heaviness that wasn't sent by you. I assumed the sadness had a reason when, in truth, the enemy was testing my doorway. But you, Father, see beyond symptoms. You see the root. You see where the attack begins before it manifests. You see where the enemy has been studying my weak points, circling my heart like a thief analyzing a home before breaking in. Expose him completely. Show me the exact lie he slipped into my thoughts. Show me the insecurity he tried to inflate so I would doubt myself. Show me the subtle accusation he whispered to separate me from people I love. Show me the distraction he used to pull me away from your presence. Show me the emotional fatigue he stirred to weaken my prayer life. Show me the false urgency he created to steal my peace. And once you reveal every hidden movement, shut the door he used. Break the bridge he built between my fears and my imagination. Destroy every agreement I made unknowingly with discouragement. Cancel the influence of thoughts that were planted to sabotage my confidence. Cleanse my mind from patterns that were shaped by battles I didn't recognize. Silence every emotional echo that came from darkness and not from you. Lord, reclaim the territory of my mind. Rebuild the walls the enemy tried to weaken. Restore the clarity he attempted to blur. Re-establish the confidence he tried to dismantle. Strengthen the spiritual sensitivity he tried to dull. Make my discernment sharp, so sharp that I recognize the enemy before he even whispers, so sharp that no disguised emotion becomes my identity,
so sharp that my spirit rejects what you did not send. Let your truth stand guard over every thought. Let your peace patrol every emotion. Let your presence defend every corner of my heart. Father, expose, reveal, cleanse, rebuild, secure. For the enemy may have studied me, but he does not own me. Your voice is my compass. Your light is my shield. Your truth is my liberation. Lord, today I bring before you the places where my heart lives, the people I love, the dreams I guard, the relationships that shape my days, the fragile parts of my life that only you and I truly know, the areas where my soul feels the most exposed. You know, Father, that I can endure an attack against myself, but when something threatens what I love, I tremble in places I didn't know existed. And the enemy knows that too. He does not only aim for my mind, he aims for my heart. He searches for the ties that hold meaning. He studies the connections that give my life purpose. He seeks the spaces where my emotions are rooted. He hunts for the vulnerable spots where love and fear intersect. Lord, reveal now every movement he made toward the people and things that matter to me. Show me the moment he tried to disturb the peace inside my home.
Show me where he attempted to plant division in relationships. Show me the thoughts he whispered to create distance between hearts. Show me the wound he tried to reopen through a familiar voice. Show me the fear he tried to amplify regarding someone I cherish. Show me the insecurity he tried to attach to my future. Lord, I ask you to stand between the enemy and everything my heart holds dear. If the enemy approached my family, raise a wall of fire around them. If he tried to touch my health, speak healing into places I haven't yet understood. If he attempted to weaken my peace, restore it with a force that confuses darkness. If he moved against my purpose, redirect every step so that his interference becomes powerless. If he whispered lies into someone I love, silence them now with your truth. If he planned chaos in an area I cannot control, send your angels to guard what my hands cannot reach. Lord, I surrender every precious part of my life into your keeping. Not because I am afraid of losing them, but because I recognize that without your protection, I cannot defend what my heart treasures. Wrap your presence around what is vulnerable. Cover with grace what is unsteady. Establish your peace where conflict tried to root. Strengthen what feels fragile. Restore what feels wounded. Rebuild what the enemy attempted to weaken. Father, breathe protection over what I love. Let your voice surround them. Let your angels accompany them. Let your covering remain even when I am unaware. And Lord, if the enemy tried to approach any area of my life with the intention of destroying, dividing, or corrupting, stop him now. Break his plans before they unfold. Confuse his strategies before they align. Destroy his assignments before they manifest. Nullify his influence before it touches reality. For what belongs to you cannot be stolen. What you guard cannot be harmed. What you bless cannot be reversed. And what I place in your hands, Lord, the enemy will never reach. In Jesus' mighty and protective name, amen. Lord, now that you have walked through my inner rooms, exposed the enemy's movements, and covered what I love, I stand before you asking for something greater than understanding. I ask for victory before the battle even begins. Father, you are the God who moves ahead of time, the God who answers before I call, the God who prepares the outcome before the enemy prepares the attack, the God who speaks peace into storms that haven't yet formed, the God who builds a shield around me days before the danger approaches, So right now, Lord, I ask you to step into the hours I have not lived yet. Enter my tomorrow. Enter my decisions. Enter my emotions. Enter my home. Enter the path I will walk. Enter the moments that will surprise me. Enter the unknown places the enemy wants to use to shake me. Father, define my day before darkness attempts to influence it. If the enemy planned confusion, replace it with supernatural clarity.
If he planned discouragement, turn it into renewed strength. If he planned conflict, establish peace that disarms every argument. If he planned exhaustion, release divine energy into my spirit. If he planned fear, flood my heart with courage. If he planned loss, establish divine protection over every area of my life. If he planned emotional instability, root me so deeply in your presence that nothing can move me. Lord, I ask you now to rewrite the atmosphere around my life. Shift the air I breathe. Sanctify the ground I walk. Transform the environments I enter. Let your presence precede me so strongly that darkness loses its footing before I arrive. Father, I declare, with the authority you give to those who trust you, that every demonic intention collapses now. Every hidden scheme is exposed and neutralized. Every weapon loses its shape. Every ambush loses its timing. Every curse loses its direction. Every attack loses its assignment. Every fear loses its voice. Lord, place a divine seal over my life today, a seal that darkness cannot penetrate, that confusion cannot break, that fear cannot dilute, that the enemy cannot remove. Let this day be marked not by battles, but by victory that was decided in prayer, victory that was born before the conflict, victory that carries your fingerprints. Father, I surrender this day, this hour, this moment, and all that will unfold into your hands. And I declare, I will not walk into defeat. I will not live under fear. I will not carry what does not belong to me. I will not bow to attacks I cannot see. I walk under your covering, your wisdom, and your unshakable protection. Lord, close this prayer with your presence and open this day with your power. What you seal, no enemy can break. What you decree, no darkness can reverse. What you guard, no weapon can touch. And what you established today, the enemy cannot undo tomorrow. In Jesus' victorious and sovereign name, amen. My child, do not leave this moment as if nothing holy just touched you. I brought you here because you needed clarity your eyes could not see, and comfort your heart could not put into words. You were not guided to this prayer by accident. I am calling you to meet me here daily. Return tomorrow. Return the next day. Return whenever fear rises or peace fades. What is moving against you does not rest, and neither does my protection. Subscribe now. Activate the bell. This is where I strengthen you, where I prepare you, where I cover what the enemy tries to reach before he ever gets close. Touch the like button as an act of faith, your silent agreement with my covering. And in the comments, declare the phrase that seals my protection over your day. Lord, cover my day and guard what I love. From today on, you will not walk unprotected. I, the Lord, will go before you. Close this prayer with your presence and open this day with your power. What you seal, no enemy can break. What you decree, no darkness can reverse. What you guard, no weapon can touch. And what you established today, the enemy cannot undo tomorrow. In Jesus' victorious and sovereign name, amen. My child,
Do not leave this moment as if nothing holy just touched you. I brought you here because you needed clarity your eyes could not see, and comfort your heart could not put into words. You were not guided to this prayer by accident. I am calling you to meet me here daily. Return tomorrow. Return the next day. Return whenever fear rises or peace fades. What is moving against you does not rest, and neither does my protection. Subscribe now. Activate the bell. This is where I strengthen you, where I prepare you, where I cover what the enemy tries to reach before he ever gets close. Touch the like button as an act of faith, your silent agreement with my covering. And in the comments, declare the phrase that seals my protection over your day. Lord, cover my day and guard what I love. From today on, you will not walk unprotected. I, the Lord, will go before you.